My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Mars Needs Mums. And I'm not going to pretend I had any hope for this movie. I'm not going to pretend I was optimistic towards it. I started this movie with rock bottom expectations, and yeah, it sucks. But, it does have a couple redeeming qualities, but it's still a shit film. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And the main character, Milo, is played by two different actors. Seth Green does the performance work, and Seth Dusky does the voice work. It's two different Seth. Anyways, they do a perfectly fine job. Nothing great, but serviceable enough. Dan Fuglo is serviceable. I do wish he was given better material, but he's not bad. Joan Cusack, I actually thought did a pretty decent job, and I wish she was in the movie more. And Elizabeth Harness really annoyed me. So, I'm going to talk about some things I did like. There was a fight scene between the mom and son early on, where like the son's, what does he say? Like, I wish I didn't have a mom. And I thought the mom's reaction to that line felt so real, and I'm just like, oh, this is a pretty decent emotional foundation. And, spoiler alert, come on, like, let's be honest, you don't give a shit about spoilers for this movie. But I do think there was a tiny bit of emotion at the end when the mom sacrifices herself for her son. And those are the moments where I saw potential in this movie. This movie also has the migration effect. Gavin, what's the migration effect? I'm glad you asked. The migration effect is when you have a really bad movie elevated by a great score by John Powell. Like, okay, John Powell is one of the best and most underrated composers. Like, his music for the How to Train Your Dragon trilogy is just top notch. The Kung Fu Panda movies, Horton Hears a Who, the guy just almost always delivers. And there were moments where I was almost tricked by the music into enjoying this movie. Like, he is so good and he elevates every movie he works on. And I will say there's potential here. You know, the story of Mars needing moms, they kidnap this kid's mom and he realizes that he needs her. It could have been good, but the execution really sucks. Like, besides those two scenes I already listed, I did not care about the characters for the vast majority of this movie. I just found myself very unengaged and zoned out. And the story is just really bland. You know, like you meet all of these different characters, you go to all of these different locations, and none of it is exciting. And like you can tell this movie is trying to be like a fun, wacky adventure. You can tell it's trying to be like a roller coaster type of movie, like the Polar Express at times. And it just never delivered. It's never fun, it's never thrilling, it's actually pretty bland, and despite its very short runtime, I thought this movie dragged to an insufferable degree. But let's talk about the visuals because this movie looks fucking hideous. Holy shit, is this movie ugly. Like, it is. Like, the character designs are so distracting and so abysmal that, yeah, like the way the Martians look, it's just this uncanny valley that I found to be very unpleasant. But even most of the environments look so flat and uninteresting. Like, it's just a terribly made movie. Who directed this? Mars Needs Moms. Simon Wells. What else did he do? Okay, he did Five Goes West, Bartle, Real Back. Oh, Prince of Egypt. Really? What the frick? Talk about a downgrade. I think Simon does a bad job here. There's some moments that the environment looks decent in, but 95% of this movie is just tough to look at. Like, even early on, there's a scene of Milo walking into the house, and it looks so distractingly bad. So, yeah, between a bad story, bad characters, bad animation. It's just a very bad movie. Not quite as bad as I was expecting. It does have a good score. It has a couple decent moments, and there is potential here. But would I ever watch this movie again? Absolutely not. Would I recommend this movie? Absolutely not. It is still really bad, not worth your time, so I'm giving Mars Needs Moms a 3 out of 10. The motion capture movies just kinda ended with Tintin, right? Because we had Polar Express, Beowulf. Was there another Zemeckis one? No, I think it's just those two. No, A Christmas Carol. There was A Christmas Carol, then this movie, then Tintin. And Tintin's good. And then they just ended. Weird. But anyways, Mars Needs Moms. Have you seen it? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin, out.